We are live. What's up? What's up? What's up? This is the Lit Stream. I am Crunk Chocolate, and this is a little plus because it's just like, where are my show bros? Well, actually, I know one of them would be out, but the other two, I thought they'd be here. Yeah, I'm calling you guys out, but I'm here, and actually, it's about once a year. So I knew he wouldn't leave me. Haha. I wasn't just bad talking you literally 10 seconds ago. I was
It's
not.
all good. You know, it's all good. He's like, I know people, I know he said, he's like, this motherfucker always late. God damn.
They always do this to me. Oh man. And honestly, I myself was running behind. I was making dinner and it went way too long, and so I'm already stressed, and I was like eating real quickly. I was like, yes, I'm good. So I can't really say anything anyway. But how are you? You're looking very international right now.
I'm doing fantastic. I just read some wonderful news on the skyline today, and I'm just feeling the vibes of that. So as a matter of fact, let me go ahead and crack this right on open right now.
Hey, I love that. That's
tastes good. Tastes real good. Tastes real good.
You know, we got some Carolyn our way. We got multiple players on the Unfortunately, what does that mean? Because that's we're gonna do it. What does that mean for Chloe Kelly?
Sounds like she should have found somewhere else to play. In October when she wasn't getting no playing time.
That's fair. And then Man City, we got two center backs. Marmouche has been, I think, a thing. They just came out that there's going to be a midfielder that they're going to be bringing in. I mean, from
Juventus? Yes.
Juventus is the fullback, but he might be pushed till the summer to let Juventus make their run or whatever they're trying to do. And I think they're just stalling to try to talk him into staying. I think that's what all that is.
I guess. Whatever. That ain't my business.
It is, though. It is, because they're trying to steal our future player from us. No.
I mean, whatever. All I know is that I'm on a cloud because it's a whole bunch of teams in Europe for behavior. And I can't relate. I just don't know. My team doesn't know anything about broke folk behavior, neither on the men or the women's side. So,
that's true. And actually, let's see. We got 3 fantastic guests. Our city first guest, the homie Daniel. We'll have him on shortly, and then Eugene Rupinski. I feel he's been on here a few times. I feel like, right? The stream. I know. Yes.
Yeah,
I was like, I know. I've been on it and being on with like Shea Butter FC and stuff like that. That has also warped my brain, and I do so many other things. It's like, I don't know anyway. And then Devin, the dude, I'm excited for this link up. So this is gonna be fun.
Yep.
Yes. And honestly, let's bring on our first city guest because we're
already
talking about city. So let's get to it. Shitty Gang, please show some love to Daniel.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, good. How are you?
What's going on, Daniel? How you feeling? How you living?
I'm still recovering from the last trip, but I'm getting there. So,
yeah, man, you were out there. Where were you again?
Italy, Switzerland, Norway, Austria, Slovakia, and Hungary.
Oh, you were
there's like nowhere in the world that you're not at.
Trying to fill that passport as much as I can. So
Yeah, it sounds like it. All right. Well,
Not mad at that.
Out of any of the, I guess, transfers we were talking about, which one excites you the most as a City fan?
I guess the Carroll, because it came out of nowhere. And if another brilliant attacking force for the women, and that'd be great. Because what Bunny is just saying, like, we always just fall apart without Bunny. You just so hard to score. And I was saying today how everything in this season seems to come on the left with Hempo and Layla. So if we can get something out of the right or through the middle, that'd be great.
That'd be fantastic. I'm with you.
So
sorry.
Go ahead.
Do you foresee her playing more through the middle, or do you see her out wide, outright?
I mean, to be honest, with Gareth, you never know where anyone plays. So, hey,
that's fair.
Mary plays everywhere, so
that's fair.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay, well, how did you become a City fan?
So I kind of told this story in the past on Twitter, but it's kind of weird and nondescript, and it's the reason why I can't be called a bandwagon fan. I got into football after watching the 2011 and 2015 Women's World Cup. I decided to get into it. I know that NBC Sports had the Premier League, so I said, okay, let me follow a team. I'm all about brand loyalty. So I went on Wikipedia, looked to see who Nike sponsored, and they sponsored Man City. And that's how I became a Man City fan.
It's easy enough. It's just like,
yeah,
I like Nike stuff. I'm not going away from the brand. What keeps this going?
As I told a mutual of ours, hey, you end up where you're supposed to end up. So, hey.
But how do you feel about now that, I mean, obviously it's not stopping you because you're like, I got the Nike City kit on. There's no Puma over here.
I got a bunch of Puma kits, trust me.
Okay.
This one, I was on a kick of collecting City kits, and I was just going on eBay and see what was available, and I got this Sergio Aguero kit for love. So,
nice.
But after going to Manchester on my trip and interacting with the people, got to meet up with another mutual at the women's game. Loving it. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I'm officially the dates were very tentative. So I'm going to the March 15th match, Man City versus Brighton. And then I'm going to Man City Women's in West Ham versus City in London.
You want to tell the people how you get in there? You want to talk to the people about that real quick?
Shout out to our good friends at FanFest. I actually won it on FanFest. Like, sure enough, that's why when I'm posting about it a million times, telling people to register, you can win a bunch of stuff. I'm not joking that you can win a bunch of stuff. So yeah, I'll share the link later. People who are listening, check the episode descriptions. They'll be there. The people they're trying to bring in more content creators too. So if you cover the Premier League and maybe video's not your thing, you love threads and writing and things like that, they're looking for that as well. Just hit me up. All right. That's enough promo. Love you guys though. Big time. Cool. How was your first time visiting Manchester as a person who will soon be having my first experience? Like, let me know a little bit of how I'm supposed to feel or experience, what I should try to do, what I should avoid, those things.
So if you can, I would say if you follow the way I did it, I booked a City Academy tour right before the game. So we started off like in the parking lot just to see like who would come through. Got to see Ederson, Foden. Bernardo was just sitting in his car for the longest. So was Cole Palmer. Got to see them all walk in. Then we got to tour the facilities. Got done with that. Went to the City store, bought some stuff.
Naturally.
Had tried the food trucks outside, and then just enjoyed the game. That was actually Gabby's 4-goal game. So yeah, that was great.
Oh.
Okay. How do you feel about chips and gravy?
I didn't try it. I'm not opposed to it. I mean, I love poutine from I was in Canada for a while, but chips and gravy sounds fine. But I tried a vegan spot that Ario recommended. So yeah.
Okay. Well,
I like that.
Just know when I'm there, I'm doing all of the English as fuck things. I'm just gonna be that person, and I'm going to the.
I swear to God,
they're weird about ice
you
over there in hotels.
Oh no, I'm okay with that. I don't have ice in here. Yeah, we're good. But Tom, what were you about to say?
You gonna be on all of the social media posting your beans and on toast, and I'm not. No,
I'm recording a lot of it. I'm not gonna post much of it actually. There's a real big plan. I got some cool things that I have set up. So yeah, I mean, I'll be posting things, but very much a lot of things are gonna be behind the scenes, meeting up with a lot of people. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, when I left, everyone said I should have let them know I was coming. We could have met up. I'm like, I appreciate the sentiment. So maybe next time.
Okay. Well, what were some of the favorite games that you have attended on your travels? Like, I assume you just going. Do you do other sports other than just football games?
I've been to an NBA game and a hockey game in Toronto, a CFL game in Montreal. I wanted to go to Barcelona basketball, but the football game I pushed up earlier, so I couldn't go. Well, it's just mostly just in Europe, just football for the most part. Try to catch different leagues and different players I want to see. So yeah.
Was there anyone that stuck out?
Seeing El Clasico live was so surreal, and watching Barcelona come back to beat Madrid 2-1 in stoppage time in Barcelona, just crazy. Hold on. Dang. Been to a lot of U.S. women's national teams game. The one in Nashville, I remember that one. Getting to see Yui play, that was great. So I always had to support Yui.
Yui! Yeah.
Underrated game was the Botafogo women's game I saw in Rio. That was very underrated. I appreciated that.
Ooh.
The fans, not a lot of fans, but very passionate.
Botafogo.
I like that.
That's very fun to say. Oh, sorry. No. Okay, for sure. All right. Well, let's get into this meat and potatoes. It's the lit stream. How do you? I said that, and I was about to go somewhere, but I just can't do it. I can't do it. But the Man City season so far, it was shit. Right now, that draw was shit. We're bringing in these players, but they're all like younger, so they're gonna help bolster, but then we still have to expect Pep to play these people. So, how are you feeling about the rest of the season? Are we lifting an FA Cup, a Champions League, Premier League title? Like, how are you feeling about the rest of the season?
Maybe an FA Cup if the guys get it together, but I've kind of gave up on the season. We've had so many draws and stupid losses where I don't know if it's Pep or the guys just do stupid things at the worst time, like not check runners and whatnot. So, but hey, we won 4 Premier Leagues in a row. There was a treble in there. I can't be mad at one bad season.
You can.
I want to expand on that word.
Go ahead.
I want to expand on the word stupid. So the quote came out from Phil Foden's like, we know we can't win the league. We're not stupid. Like, to me, like, I would like a professional athlete to have unconscious confidence. Like, I think the Dion Waiters is probably what you should achieve for in confidence levels, right?
Yes.
Like, as a professional athlete. Like, how do you feel about the team basically just saying, we ain't got it. Like, we already know.
I mean, I appreciate not being lied to, so I can't even get mad at that.
That's real.
See, I mean,
the reality is he's saying,
well, so.
yeah, he's saying what I'm thinking. We're not winning the league. We're not. And on one hand, maybe that's kind of reverse psychology. You just we don't have nothing, to play for. We can just be free. Whereas puts more pressure on Arsenal, puts more pressure on Liverpool. They've got to win it, right? But I mean, I think there's a bit of just honest reality that we not gonna make them points up. And I think it's one of those things people take it for granted because we were able to for so many years, but we were special. That's not normal, man. That's not normal to come back like that. To be 11, 8, 11, 10, however many points back at Christmas or after Christmas and still come back and win the league. That's not normal. And if we act like it's normal, it just makes what we did less like mind-blowing, less wow, special. And inspiring, yet less special. I think we should be like, that group was crazy. Nobody could do what that group did. They may not ever be able to do it again, but they did it 4 years in a row and effectively. So
I don't like being nostalgic in the moment. That's some bullshit.
It's not about being nostalgic. It's about being real. It's real, bruh. We not. I mean, reality is we dropped points in the 80th minute up 2-0. You're not winning the league like that. It's just not.
We're all watching these games, and what happened with Brentford, we've been seeing all season. We kind of expect it now. So, I mean, it is what it is.
We got people nervous about Ipswich, bruh.
Yeah.
We never was nervous about Ipswich. Come on. That goes to show you where we are. We are in the mud. And that's just the reality.
Oh, my gosh.
And we're hoping, fingers crossed, we'll get top 4. We ain't never been in that position before. We hoping to get top 4. That sounds like some Arsenal type stuff.
Ooh, if y'all can see in the background, I'm telling you.
Devin,
to be honest, look, now I just jumped on. I don't even know who's the guest for the day.
You did it.
I just happen to be on here.
Perfect.
So if I offended somebody, then they're gonna have to come, tell them to come on camera and see me on camera. No, I'm just playing.
Oddly enough, I seem to always have our Arsenal fans on last, and it just gives us plenty of time to just get those digs in. So when they come in, because I feel like so many of our Arsenal fans that it's all love always for everybody, but that often comes on. They'll come here and it's all love and stuff, and it's like, nah, bro, I want to talk shit about your team, but you're being delightful, so I can't. But now we can poke and prod, and he can come in hot, and this can be fun. I appreciate you, Devin. And Tarek started it.
Man, my bad. Nah, not really. It is what it is, man. It's the lead stream, and I ain't had nothing to eat yet.
Oh no! Somebody get him a nope. You know where I was going though, but I'm not going. Daniel, Ipswich. Are you worried about Ipswich before we get you out of here?
I'm not worried about any team. I mean, if we're playing to our capabilities, we can beat Ipswich.
Oh my gosh, are we winning or losing? This is some waffling.
I don't do scores.
Oh my gosh!
No,
bro, this is a lit stream.
No, here's the thing.
No. That's cool. What's the key to the match? What is the key like matchup within the matchup? Like what's gonna show like City definitely wins this match?
If our center backs and fullbacks don't let Liam and the Ipswich Forest get down the pitch and just not check runners.
Liam Delap is scoring. I'm willing to bet money on that. I'm going to bet money right now. Liam Delap is going to score because it's just what happens. It's just what happens.
Terek's bets now. I love this.
Yeah, I don't do scores after the first Champions League final because I kind of jinxed us with that, so I don't do scores anymore. So no.
I'm loving the Carolina. I know. Go ahead.
No, go for it.
Oh, no. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, go ahead. I know my delay is kicking everybody's ass.
That wouldn't even
How are you feeling about the double derbies for the women, the back-to-back?
Oh, let's go.
No one asked for this. The derby in the FA Cup. I'm like, can we just stop with this? I don't want to see it. Can we just?
It's not even the FA Cup. It's the cold cut combo cup.
I kind of feel like it's either United or Tottenham. We're always paired up against one of those. So see someone new.
Oh yeah, I was about to ask, are we gonna win one of them? Can you say that if we're gonna win at least one of them?
I don't really watch United, so I can't say. I would say, but we got a lot of good attacking options. I think Yui's the best DM in the league. So yeah, we'll win one of them.
Okay, woo! Let's go.
Yeah, my girl Layla will assist on a goal. We'll get it going.
That'll definitely happen. Okay, cool. All right. See, there we go. I just needed some assertive, like go out with a boom. There we go. There we are. So please, before you go, plug yourself. Let people know where they find you.
Hold on. So I'm trying to figure out who the guests are because I'm way behind. And most importantly, I'm checking because I seen the Carolina flag in the back. So Carolina fan.
Yeah,
I see. Hold on, pause for a second before you answer. Ebony Christmas, the UNC flag. Now, again, why we got people on here talking crazy? I mean, look, I'm
sorry.
I can't call myself a UNC fan because I'm a fan of Miami, but I grew up some time in North Carolina, and that's like my second team. So seeing that, I got love for it. I don't know who Ebony Christmas coming in here talking crazy.
Tarek would be happy.
First of all, Ebony is women's soccer champion.
So she's a state fan.
Oh,
that's
God.
even worse. Oh my God, my bad, Daniel. Go ahead, man.
No problem, man. Like I say, Carolina. My family's from Carolina. I'm born and raised in Atlanta, but family's from Carolina, so go up there a lot. So I always support, especially the women. Glad we finally ended our drought in women's soccer because we are a women's soccer and field hockey school. So, hey, I represent.
Wow, you said they're a women's soccer and field hockey school, not even like a basketball school.
I think women's soccer and field hockey have the most championships.
Yeah, they do. They win they used to win every year almost. You're saying it's like hateration. That's funny stuff. Funny stuff. Hey, man, I appreciate you jumping on, man. I appreciate the flag too. The Carolina. That's love. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And plug yourself now.
Charlie would approve.
Yes.
Not really on Twitter anymore. That place is crazy, but
understand.
On Blue Sky, all eyes on me. Catch me over there, chatting it up every now and then. Goofing around when I'm not at work. Well, goofing around when I'm at work also. But hey, hit me up on there.
That's what's up. I just followed you. Got to Carolina. I got to rock it.
Yeah, basketball season ain't really going that great, but hopefully we'll figure that out.
Well, you could be a Miami fan, so
Goodness gracious.
Although I did enjoy Miami when I was there, so hey, give it up to him for that.
Yeah. All right. See you, my friend.
All right, man. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks for coming on.
Hey, okay. Let's talk some Wozo or Moso, Yoso, Woso. See, I warned before we went live, my brain is melting. And I'm sure y'all have noticed that, but it's making it fun. Eugene Rupinski.
Oh, I get the air horn. That rules. Hey guys.
How are you? How are things going
on? Doing well, man. I was enjoying the North Carolina flag too. My sister was actually born in at the hospital at the university there. So,
nice.
But Tarek, man, you and me are gonna have to talk about Miami, man. I'm a diehard Florida State fan, dude. So,
oh my God,
let's go, dude.
Wide left, wide right. Let's go.
Yeah. Free Shoes University. You can't come at me with nothing new, man. especially after the year they've had in football this year.
I feel bad for you.
I feel bad for me too.
Okay,
I know.
you know who I also feel bad for? I also feel bad for Tigres for the way that the fall season ended. How how did that happen, Eugene? I'm still in recovery like 8 weeks later. I don't understand.
I am still in shock that happened. For those of you that may not know, Tigres was in a 2-leg final with their arch rivals Monterrey. They were up 2-0, 2-0, 3-0 on aggregate heading into the second half and blew it. And Monterrey won in penalties. And every Tigres fan I know was just like, what happened? What happened? Like I am shocked. Tigres had a couple of chances to put that game away and just couldn't get it done. And like what a story for Monterrey though. Like I know that I'm not a fan of either Tigres or Monterrey. So like for me, it's just that kind of mystique of Monterrey's captain Rebecca Bernal saying at halftime, if you don't think you're gonna win, you need to leave the locker, you need to get out. And coming back to win that was just one of those things that will live on in the lore of Liga MX Femenil, which is kind of cool, unless you're on the receiving end of that, which I don't know. It couldn't be me. My team hasn't made it that far, so. Wouldn't really know how that feels.
I forget who is your team again. I don't think I remember that.
So I'm a Pumas fan. I've been a Pumas fan for forever. That was one of the first Mexican teams that I saw play, and I saw that giant cat face on the jersey and was like, that is the coolest thing I've ever seen.
That's fair.
And it's been ride or die with them. Lots of dying, some riding too, but lots of dying.
Oh, that's fair.
That's fair.
Liga.
But I mean,
sorry, you go, Tom. Actually, you got this. I'll step.
I mean, at this point though, like starting off the season undefeated, 3 matches in, right? Like you gotta love that.
It's nice. It's kind of an unfamiliar place to be at. You're kind of always wondering when the other shoe is going to drop. I don't think that they're undefeated. I think.
Oh no, they did lose. Sorry, my bad.
They lost. I think they lost with the first game, or I don't know. They've lost 1-1-2. They're still in the top half, which is great. They lost the second game to Monterrey, but. Yeah, I mean, like I'm excited for them. I thought they were going to do this thing that they always seem to do, where they have a really good season like they did last season, and then they sell the good players and suck for a few seasons. And it doesn't look like that's necessarily going to be the case, which is kind of encouraging, right? So I'm cautiously optimistic that this can continue. That'll be nice.
Okay, well, as somebody who is very new to this, like I see you guys talk about it all the time, and that's how I just slowly take in information. But how is the season going so far? I see it's only 3 matches played so far, but I guess is there maybe a team I see Club America, like are they for real?
I'm afraid so. That's the big rival for us in Pumas is America, and I'm afraid they're the real deal. I think they're kind of where we expect them to be. They're undefeated, 3-0-0 to start. They're really good, and it's going to be tough for anybody to beat them this season.
I just saw the goal difference.
14
goals scored, 1 allowed. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they've played some pretty weak opponents.
Okay.
I mean, they beat Necaxa today 5-0. Necaxa's not very good. They beat Querétaro 7-0 this past weekend. Querétaro's struggling. They're not too good either. So that's kind of to be expected. Unfortunately, you do see teams at the bottom of the table just get piled on a lot of times. So it's kind of tough to watch, but it's America is very, very good, and it pains me to say that I think that they're going to be one of the contenders to be taking some silverware this season. I think Crunk, you're asking about like a surprise team, and I'm looking at the standings right now, and to say San Luis being as high up as they are is surprising. They're a team that is affiliated with Atletico Madrid, who has all sorts of resources and money and hasn't really put anything into the team in Mexico for a while. I think Adriana, one of my co-hosts on the Our Football podcast, picked them to come in dead last of the season. And I mean, to be fair, there's still a lot of soccer left to be played, but they're looking good so far. So it's good to have those kinds of stories, to have these teams that were just trash, pull something together and make a good run,
So has Tigres, I see they've won. I see they're currently losing to Atlas at home. Like, are they falling apart before our eyes right now?
I don't know about falling apart, but they're in trouble. This may be a rebuilding year for them. They got rid of Mila Martinez. She was kind of controversial figure there. I don't think she performed to what the fans expected, to how their expectations were. I don't think she lived up to that. So they brought in the new manager this off season, brought in a couple new players. It doesn't seem like it's gelled yet. Doing that over the winter break, which is only about a month, is difficult under the best of circumstances. And then coming off of that really dispiriting loss at the end of last season has got to make it even tougher. I don't know that they're necessarily in trouble. They're starting off not great. There is enough time left in the season for them to turn it around for sure. And they're so talented, right? Like, you can't, a team with all of that talent, you cannot count them out,
Sure.
So it may be some tough sledding for the next couple of weeks or so, but I do think that they're going to turn it around and at least make the playoffs.
I was just about to ask if you thought that they were going to meet La Liga.
I think so. I mean, you just have to make top 8, right? So there's, it's three weeks in. There's still 14 left to go, and like I said, I mean, I look at that roster and go, yeah, they still got Chaki Ovalle, they still got Greta Espinoza in the back. They still got all these players. The core of their team is still there. They still got Tembi Catlana. They still got some time to make some moves if they want to. So they have the core. It may be just an adjustment period with the new guy getting to know his system, getting to know what his expectations are, and kind of pulling that all together. I kind of had them picked to win the league this year. I don't necessarily know that still stands. My bad. But I still think they've got the quality to at least make the top 8.
I want to ask you before we get out of here. I want to ask you this question, especially from a Liga MX standpoint.
Sure.
So some of my favorite matches at CPKC Stadium were actually the NWSL Liga MX Femenil Summer Cup.
Right.
Is there a sense amongst the clubs down there that they really want NWSL clubs to come down to those stadiums? Because you get the feeling that the league as a whole is like, nah, we're not going down there. Like, nope, can't. Nope, I don't care how good the money is. Nope, we're not doing it.
I think it depends on who you talk to. I think for fans, they would love to see KC Current or Portland or Seattle or Gotham or whoever go down there and play a game at the Uni in Guadalajara in Mexico City. I think the fans would love that. I think the teams know that they can make more coming to the U.S. and playing for dollars as opposed to playing for pesos. I think that the sheer economics of that make it very likely that games are going to continue mostly in the U.S. I think from a fan of both leagues standpoint, and I kind of consider myself really a fan of both leagues and want to see them both do well. I think that it's good that you have these tournaments where they're playing one another. And I think having it having this tournament all be in the U.S. is fine because we do have the CONCACAF tournament where they did have to go down, to Mexico as well as to Jamaica, and I think there was also games in like Panama as well, to have teams kind of travel and get out of their comfort zone. Make the American teams go down there for a midweek game and see what that's like. So I think that's fair, and I think that also gets that kind of exposure. And I'm really interested to see how that final works out because it's all going to be held in Monterrey. So the American teams are going to have to go down there and play in front of Mexican fans and playing in front of, especially at Tigres. That's going to be a challenge, and that's going to be something that they're going to have to navigate because we don't really see that. We don't really see them get out of their comfort zones very often. So I think that's cool. I think it's going to really be a good stress test for them. How do I feel about Marta Cox leaving Tijuana? Super sad. I love watching Marta play. I don't really know where she's going to end up. I've heard some rumors, but I'm super sad.
The major rumor is Fenerbahce, right?
That's the one that I've heard. Now I don't really know. I've probably heard the same rumors that you guys have. So that would make me sad because it's much easier to watch a game in Tijuana or even go to a game in Tijuana than it is to watch a Turkish league game or go to a Turkish league game. So that makes me sad. It makes me sad not being able to watch her with that kind of ease every week. But I'm happy for her because if that is where she winds up going, that does give her a chance to play Champions League soccer, which is awesome, right? So
sure.
Okay. Well, quickly help me. I guess I want to pick up a club to root for in Liga MX Femenil. And it depends on what path you want to take. Do you want to go with a proven winner? Do you want to go with a team that has been close? Do you want to root for the underdog? Querétaro is real bad, but they got the same color scheme as City. So I don't know if that's if that's kind of what you want to do. Like I said, it depends on what you're looking for. I think if you want to, I'm okay with the team losing. I just want them to.
Yeah, you follow the fan
base. See, I'm used to it. So I just want a fun fan base, and maybe people, passionate fans, just stuff like that.
Let me try and sell you on Juarez. All right. So FC Juarez was one of those teams I kind of alluded to earlier that was just garbage for a while, and then they started investing in their team, and they have for the past 4 or 5 seasons been kind of in the playoff mix, consistently making the playoffs. They've brought in a bunch of good players. They have a super fun fan base. Las Bravolacticas is what they call the team. It's right directly across the border from El Paso, Texas. So you can, if you're so inclined, you can fly into Texas and walk across the border and go to a game in Juarez and come right back. The games they stream all of their women's games on YouTube this season, which is super cool. Makes it real easy to watch. Okay. They're fun to watch. They're a good feel good story. I mean, like I said, being just one of the teams, I think one season they got like 3 points out of 17 games. So to come from that to a team that's consistently making the playoffs and making the teams that they play uncomfortable is really a testament to them. So yeah, I would give them a shot. And if anybody wants to go the long suffering road of Pumas, like we can talk that too. I don't know if I'd recommend it. It's a hard life, but it's the one I've chosen for myself.
I mean the logo's cool. I like the color, the kits. It's bright, vivacious. I'm down. Let's go.
I like it. I've been a fan ever since I think I saw them in 1995 was the first time I watched a game and was just like, wow, this is you see that cat head on the logo and you see the games at the Olympic Stadium from from in Mexico City. It's just, I don't know, for me, it's just such a cool experience. But yeah, it's tough sledding for both the men and women's team.
That's funny. Not a beautiful gown. Hey, sometimes it's nice to have something flowy and make you feel very attractive. That's okay. Not everyone can be like glorious winners. Not beautiful gowns. She was talking about Taylor Swift, right? In that.
Yes,
right?
she was in fact. Yes,
that
was
what
she talking about.
Won't say her name 2 more times because that's how bad things happen. Eugene, please plug yourself, let people know where they can find you and the things that you do.
Yeah, sure. So I'm no longer on Twitter. That place
That's
sucks
fair.
anymore. So yeah, find me on Blue Sky, Golazo del Gringo. And I also co-host a Mexican soccer podcast that focuses on the women's game, our football, with my wonderful co-host, Emilio Lopez and Adriana Terrazas. We haven't recorded in a while. I'm actually going to text them when we're done here and be like, hey guys, we should record, because I was just recording on the Lit stream and had a great time. So let's we should do that too.
Yes.
Tell them I said hello.
Yes, please do.
And we would like to have them
Hiring
on.
folk.
Yeah, we'll have them on here as well too if they're interested. Yeah,
I will let them know. But guys, it's been so cool catching up with you. Thanks for having me on. Always a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Of course. We will have you on
you.
soon. We love running it back.
Absolutely.
Just hit me up. I'm always here.
All right. Appreciate you. See ya.
Hey, man, bye.
All right. It's about to get a lot of red in here. Oh,
before you bring this next guest on.
Yes.
Did you see that they talking about Neymar to the Chicago Fire?
Yes.
I don't know if he can run or not, but just can you imagine him doing flicks over MLS defenders and them just getting salty, come crashing in? It's just gonna be
that's not what I want to see. That's not what I want to see. I want to see him and Greg Berhalter in a training session together.
Oh, wait, Berhalter is the new coach, isn't he?
Yes, I want to see that for the lulz. That is going to be comedy. Like, that's like top tier Issa Rae shit right there. That is going to be funny.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, that's wild. See, I would like, we've been to one Fire game. It was like, it's close enough.
That was cold.
I could go anytime I wanted to. If they got Neymar, I might go. Anyway, you got guests to bring on. I thought about it and was like,
that's funny. No, and I also saw, I don't know how true it was, but supposedly his dad was just like, yeah, go join the Fire and make more than Messi. That's all I care about.
It's not going to happen. He ain't making more than Messi. He ain't making more than Messi. Come on, man. Get out of here.
And I mean, he might be able to figure it. Well, that's not definitely happening. Chicago, that would be very Chicago Fire of them to just get Neymar and still have the team that they have. So yeah. Let's bring our next guest on, Devin. Yo, how's it going, sir?
What's up with you, man?
What's going on?
What is going on, bros? What's going on, Shades of Blues? Going on, America? How's it going, everybody?
Good, we're good. It's it's a lot of red behind you.
Since day one, man. Well, did we think it was just because it was Shades of Blue that I was going, that I wasn't going to be in my natural habitat?
I mean, you could have just dyed it quickly blue. I mean,
I'm actually gonna.
What were you gonna say?
I was actually gonna say I actually appreciate the fact that he didn't wear the red kit.
I was gonna say I like this. It's cool.
You gotta stay with the times. This is the most recent one I had. Of course, you try to keep it updated every year, and it just flows. Like, just look at it.
Hey, as Byron and Paulina call Arsenal on Arsenal 86, the SOB ins Arsenal podcast.
The shit.
He calls them Arsenal Fashion Club. So, like, I feel that. I get it. If there's one thing they're gonna do, they're gonna get their fits off.
They gonna wear that shit. They are real. And I mean, it tends to come during losing sprees. So so I'll say the fashion has kind of died down a little bit. You kind of offset the panic. Like, let me drop this fire kit and let's forget that we lost 3 in a row. But even like the white kits the other day, I don't even want to talk about those kits. It's just this one works.
I do have to say.
Oh, go for it.
I do have to say, every time I see the women in the black kits, like, I laugh because y'all remember that picture of Adele when she had the bantu knots? Every time, like, just
that's the true energy of it. Just the white woman trying to be as black as possible with bantu knots and
the Jamaica.
And with blood clot.
How did you become an Arsenal fan anyway?
Man, yeah. So it's always a story I tell all the time. Of course, obviously being on this side of the pond, Arsenal wasn't like even soccer wasn't my first love. Obviously grew up playing basketball. Surprisingly, I know a lot of people don't know this, I actually am trained in tennis as well. I played a ton of tennis. I had opportunities to actually turn professional through tennis. But just growing up, obviously play a lot of video games as well. Had a homeboy. This was about high school age. So this was 20 something years ago, believe it or not, that we used to play video games all the time. So of course you play your NBA Lives, you play your Maddens. He got me hooked on FIFA. And he used to always tell me all the time, when we started playing, like, bro, I'm gonna whoop you with Thierry Henry. And I'm like, bro, who is Thierry Henry? I have no idea who Thierry Henry is. So we would play, and of course, like, I'm just picking whoever. Like, I think I've heard of Real Madrid at that time, so I'm just picking whoever. But he's, Thierry Henry, and dogging me, whooping my ass. And I'm like, bro, like, this is kind of nice. Like, I'm kind of enjoying this. And, just kind of learning about him. We actually start to get to watching the games. And I get to see, like, let's call it a spade. Like, I get to see this black man being the best soccer player in the world right now. And, you just kind of fell in love with that. I fell in love with the player. Obviously, of course, he was playing for Arsenal at this time. So it just kind of came along with the territory. And, I'm rooting for everybody black, always. So just to see Thierry Henry just be this dominant player, I had to support it, fell in love with him. He's literally Michael Jordan to me, and just it's stuck ever since.
That's fair.
So a lot of heartbreak, a lot of ups and downs. That is what I'll say. A lot of ebbs and flows. I've seen the highs, I've seen the lows.
Yes, you have. And good for you. You're still here. You're so strong.
Sticking by it. I'm gonna stand beside him.
I mean, just like you guys, right? Like, I mean, we got it. At least I can say I haven't seen relegation. I mean,
oof, yeah, you're be very fine. Oh, you mean ever? Okay, I get what you're doing.
Just saying,
Look, I'm from America. I ain't been a City fan that long. I ain't never seen relegation either. So I know the history, but I ain't never seen it.
I will get offended by it because I am the club historian, I guess.
I know the history, but
yeah, you are actually.
I'm the one to try to start a beef with Luton Town because they relegated us like 30 years ago. But seriously, fuck those guys.
Bully dog.
Look, and now you know what? Now you probably started this season trying to talk trash about Ipswich too, and now look, we concerned about playing them.
I did it. You guys bullied me.
They might beat us
out of respecting other clubs. This stupid
a lot of love
stuff.
for Ipswich. Obviously, another London town. Got a lot of love for Ipswich. switch.
Yeah. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. Well, I mean, if you want to talk about it, Ebony asked a question. You do amazing work in the community with the Annapolis Blues. What do you hope it transitions into your next step?
Yeah. Wow. I mean, I came to talk. I came to have fun with the bros, and now you want to put me on the spot and everything. Yeah, no, do a lot with Annapolis Blues. Obviously, just this is my passion, right? This is why we do what we do. I'm fortunate and I'm blessed enough to actually work for a soccer team, a soccer organization, I like to call it now, because we used to be a men's team, but now we are launching a women's team in 2025.
Yeah, let's go. That's dope.
I used to say, like, when I say it in the community all the time, we are a soccer team, now we're a soccer organization. So it's my goal just to continue to make my impact, locally, nationally, globally is what I, make sure that I'm doing every single day. When I wake up is my impact being felt in the game of soccer on a local stage, a national stage, and a global stage. And, and anything I can do, continue to elevate, the brands that I associate myself with, the people that I associate with. That's my goal. Obviously, we've all made wonderful, great connections in this game through this great sport. And, family, community is such a big thing to me. This is why I do what I do. And I don't get satisfaction until I see the people around me being satisfied, until I see everybody around me eating. So until everybody eats, I got to do what I do to, make sure everybody's represented at all times. It's just, this is such a great sport. And, I love to see us, especially, I got to call a spade a spade. I want to see us in this game, just the barriers that we've been through all this time, and we're finally kind of getting that piece. But until we're all on top of this game, until we're all running this game, it's my goal to make sure that I'm making sure that we're all represented at all times.
I love that. That was fantastic.
And you're doing such a great job of that. That I believe that you will be on the business of diversity and in sports and entertainment cohort for the national. This is the National Sports Foundation. Is that correct?
National Sports Forum. Yes. I am. I was selected to be a part of the 2025 Business and Sports Diversity and Entertainment cohort. So I'm very excited about that. They have had over about 5 cohorts, maybe a little more than that, since their inception of this thing. And it's a great opportunity to just continue to network with higher ups in the entire sports industry, not even just the soccer industry, the entire sports industry. And, I'm very honored to represent, not good, but like to just represent my team, my organization in that sense, represent myself, and continue to make my name known, continue to represent my organization, my skills and experience to, like I said, make sure that I'm making that national impact.
Hey, I love that.
Transitioning from NPSL to USL League 2.
We were in the men were in the NPSL last season. We were our division champs. We were in the Mid-Atlantic Conference. We did win our division. We played a man in the conference in the conference playoffs. You guys might be familiar with him. His name is Bill Hamid. He actually played on the team that we and knocked us out, unfortunately. But we did in the regular season as the number 1 team in the entire country. So looking to bring that same energy, bring that same, passion. Our entire team worked very hard. Our players are awesome. I always try to represent our players, let people know that as good as our players are off the pitch, they are just as wonderful people. As good as our players are on the pitch, they're just as wonderful people off the pitch as well. So looking to bring that same intensity, that same teamwork into the USL this year. And like I said, this is our women's first inaugural season, so in the W League as well. So looking forward to all that comes with it, all the excitement, it's the next stage up. So, yeah.
Oh my god,
You got jokes.
So,
and he's just been killing it, just going through it, just doing his thing.
Oh, just giving like the most professional answers.
A fucking legend.
So I got the screen right here, but I actually have the screen as well on my TV behind me, so I can see all the comments.
Oh, this is great.
And I went to, and so with the glasses, thank you. I'm sure that's Sky. I just went, so of course it does match the swag, but it's
medical.
Thank you. Thank you, Tom. There are medical purposes behind the glasses as well, but they do match the swag. So I was just like, I'm gonna let it rock.
I
mean, it's the lit stream. Like, why not, right?
Exactly. I'm here.
That's what I thought.
I want to talk about your bitch ass manager, Arteta.
That's a lot of anger.
I'm sorry. I blacked out. What happened? What's going on?
Nigga, you was the one that said it. Do you not know?
Why the bitch assness?
Huh? What happened? I said that. Oh, dang, that's crazy. Anyway, what's going on with Arteta?
Last I checked, we just swept our rival.
Bro,
and
y'all are winning so ugly and miserable.
What are we doing?
Set piece FC. You're fumbling through things. You're turning on Havertz. Like, there's so many. Like, sure, you're in second or whatever you're in, but it's like the most curmudgeon second place I've ever seen. And for you to just be like, "Hey, we're in second." Like, come on now. Like, we doing this?
So look, let's kind of break through this. Let's break.
Okay, that's fine.
So we just beat our rivals, right? Swept them. Season sweep. All right. That's one thing. Two.
I mean, he got us there. That's one thing we can't say.
Two. We ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan. We ain't got nobody shooting the ball. Nobody. Not a single player is able to shoot the ball right now. Everybody that can shoot the ball, they hurt. They're on the sideline. Gabriel Jesus out for the season. Bukayo Saka, we probably won't get him back till hopefully next month. We'll see. You know, Kai Havertz is Kai. You know, you gotta live. You live and die by the sword. That is Kai Havertz. All right. I can't turn on. I'm trying to talk, and I'm looking at the comments. You got to work through. Kai's going. You know, he just had a baby, or you know, his wife is pregnant. You know, you got to care for your kids, right? We're in a lot better position now that Odegaard's back. I mean, I think the struggle ball we were putting up without Odegaard is, it was a lot worse than what we can do now, you know, and we're in second. We have maintained the position that. There you go, Doug. Talk about it. We're 4 points with the game in hand. All right. So all Liverpool needs to do is switch. Hey, look, don't you guys play Liverpool in like 2 weeks? Like, do us a solid. We did y'all a solid last year. Do us a solid.
Drawing to us at home?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's fair. I would like to beat them on. I'd like,
Look, you got all the transfers coming in. You got Marmouche coming. You got all these people over here coming in. Like, do us a favor. All right? Handle what y'all supposed to do. And then it's just a 2-game swing from there. Liverpool is they're falling apart. Their legs weren't built for 38 games, as you can see. So all they need to do, one loss, and it's a different ball game.
Oh, and I wanted to address something. I don't appreciate the word aggressive being used against me. That's a dangerous word to be using. So like, but also I'm in the next. Hold on, anger. Too much Cavassier. I'm dry January. That's actually why I'm as ridiculous as I am now, because I'm sober. So like, usually with there's booze in me, I'm on like a 2-second delay. So I'll think I'm like, all right, I'm drunk, so maybe I shouldn't say the things that I'm saying. Nope, y'all are just getting the intrusive thoughts all the time. Just they're coming out. You're getting it. It's happening.
Y'all are
Oh, you're muted, Tom.
Wow.
Oh, I mean, hey, you got a favorite song? Tom, you're muted.
Tom, yeah, you can hear you, Mom.
That's hilarious that y'all say that about being sober, because like drinking this cider, this edible's whooping my ass right now. I don't know what that is. Sobriety. What is that? I don't know her. Who is she?
I have medical reasons. I can't drink myself right now. So y'all gonna enjoy this bubbly, this sparkling water.
And that's actually what I'm really mad I didn't get, because that's what I could really use is like a Topo Chico. I need some real spicy soda water right now.
Bubbles are a flavor, no matter what Reverend Solomon says.
Man. Okay. Well, it's so chaotic. I love it. Before we get you out of here, is this the season Arsenal do it? They win a trophy.
All right. Again, we gotta look at the grand scheme of things, right?
Oh my god.
And look, I'm gonna be honest.
Any trophy.
I'm gonna talk what Tom said about Dion Waiters. Like, I felt that in my core. Like, that's, again, I want my players to, as long as there is a chance, I want y'all to pursue that chance. So don't, I don't care that, I'll say it. It's a 7-point distance right now. As long as Liverpool have that game in hand, then I'm gonna say that's a 7-point swing right now that we still got to overcome. That's essentially 3 games, right? But it's still a lot of season left to play, and that's not an insurmountable distance, as we've seen, right? As we have seen, that is not an insurmountable distance. So as long as that opportunity is there, we are going to swing for the fences. Let's get somebody in the door. Let's see what they're talking about, right? Like, let's be honest. If there's an opportunity to go for it, then let's put all our let's put all our ducks in a row and let's swing for the fences and see what happens. I don't know who's going to come. I've heard Cody Sesko. I've heard Marcus Rashford. It's a January window. Obviously, we're looking at bigger faces in the summer. Maybe, Isaac. We'll see how that goes. I would like that. I was always on Ollie Watkins. We'll see what happens in this. But, while there's this opportunity, let's swing for it. I don't think Liverpool is built to. They weren't built to make it 38 games, and they're already kind of showing signs that that's a lot of pressure to maintain. So we once we get healthy, once we get Saka back, once we get a couple people up front a little bit more, once we get Calafiori back, I think we have a legitimate chance to make a push towards the end of the season. I do think if we can stay healthy, and that's my if we can stay healthy, I do think we take the lead. Champions League, I want to go for it. I don't think we have the legs for it right now, is what I'll say. We'll see what happens. Obviously, we crashed out of everything else this week. So that is what it is. But I do think I'm keeping a positive.
You think that Carabao Cup's out of? You think Carabao Cup is out of the realm of possibility? You don't think that you can make up 2 goals on Newcastle at St. James's Park?
Newcastle, they're D. They're one of the best. Outside of us, like, they're one of the best defensive teams in the league. I don't, especially at home as well. It's not looking good. I mean, we've seen it, But and, I mean, we've smacked Newcastle at home not too long ago, actually. I really hate y'all, man.
As I recently heard on a different podcast, I wouldn't do this to you if I didn't like you. I would just wouldn't talk to you. We wouldn't be having this conversation.
I think care about stuff, and honestly, like it's not. I don't want to say it's a priority, but I do want to address a comment that was made on this podcast not too long ago about Arteta's seat and if it's hot. I recall this exact show that Arteta was out if he didn't win a trophy.
Who said that?
Who said that?
That's wild. Oh, that's so wild. Oh my God, he did it twice in one show. He did it twice in one show.
Now, let's be honest about this, about the situation. If it was not Arteta in Arsenal, if it was any other club, would their seat be hot?
I think so. I mean, we've had a few managers sacked already this season.
But they're low performing managers, right? Those are managers of clubs.
That's fair.
If it was so what you're saying is if it was Thomas Frank, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Thomas Frank is taking Arteta's job. What are we talking about?
What the?
Okay. Okay.
What?
Okay.
What is happening right? What is
happening
right now?
When it happens, just remember I said it. I'm telling you.
I just want take the glasses off, and you got to look at this from yes, Ebony, I'm still on this. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Arteta has brought Arsenal back, right? We've done everything besides cross the line, and especially this season, those reasons why we haven't performed to peak performance are out of Arteta's control. If we're going to be completely honest, Arteta's asked for players, and it's up to the front office essentially to deliver on those players. But if we didn't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan, and we ain't got nobody that can shoot the ball, then how's that on Arteta? Arteta can't go back. He can't go back and put the shirt back on.
Who am I blaming then? Like, I can't fire players. I mean, they can send them away, but it's just like, how many times are we gonna do this? It's like 6 years in a row. How comfortable are you guys being in second place?
Of course, we're not comfortable with that. Again,
I want better for you, Devin. That's all I'm saying. I just want better for you.
Especially with y'all playing like y'all are playing. I wanted us to, again.
Exactly.
My man went biblical on him. Hey, but that's gonna be the worst part, though. That's gonna be the worst part. We having our worst season ever, and y'all still can't win. Y'all gonna let mess around, let Liverpool win it. That's gonna be worse.
It goes down to injuries, right? The year before that, we didn't have Saliba the whole second half of the season. That we can say that ultimately cost us the title. So now that we don't have obviously arguably the best player in England right now for 3 months, that could also be a detriment, right? These are outside of Arteta's control. And to be second, to still be in Champions League qualification amongst all of this, Arteta's doing more with less.
Okay. It may be outside of Arteta's control in some areas, right? And wouldn't you want the club to like invest in like, okay, it's been like several years of like key injuries to different people. Like maybe we should do a better job of investing in our sports science department to figure out why is this happening? What are the things that we know are constant? What are the things that we know are changing? Because like I haven't heard anything of like that necessarily from Arsenal's like side. Because like that to me, that would be my next step, right?
Don Scott, if you listening, if you watching Shades of Blue, come on over. We come on back. I will be the main person that will be endorsing you. So I mean, I agree. You know, it's injury science. You could say that on, you know, obviously for the men and the women. I mean, obviously we seem to have a lot of injury bugs than normal. I would say above average in that sense. And it's just getting the depth right. I mean, I would say our strongest 11 is probably, you know, the best in the league, right? But how often do we get to use that 11? So it's really just finding that depth that can pull it out for 38 games.
I know why everybody's getting hurt. It's because you guys obviously practice a trillion set pieces every practice. You just had Saka out there just kicking 100 balls. Practice over and over again, and your players are just smashing into each other, like again. That's how Madden practice is. It sounds awful.
Scored, I was like, oh man, we out here playing games with y'all right now. So hey, if FC gets us the title, so be it. Pay the man. Pay that man Jover. It is Jover.
Oh my gosh. And with that, we appreciate you for coming on. Please
hold on. You know, I always gotta ask a question that's completely unrelated to football. So I got twins that are finishing up their sophomore year in high school. I see tell me which is the real HU. Because, you know, they looking at these HBCUs. Which one's the real HU and why?
So
You're going to say Howard, aren't you? Go ahead, say it.
No. No,
I know he's not going to say it, but I want to just see if he would be honest.
I want the real HU is the team that is undefeated for the past decade in the rivalry. That's who the real HU is. Name a Howard-Hampton battle that Hampton has not triumphed over in the last 10 years. That's who the real HU is. All right, don't let them tell you different. It's just the champion mindset. It's just different.
Okay.
Right? Don't hurt them little girls' feelings, man. Don't.
I'm just saying they may be trying to choose where to go. I had one that already went off. We went to visit Howard. She did not go to Howard. She decided to stay in state. So, you know, we'll see what these next two do. But I saw that in your bio on social media, so I had to understand which one was the real HU. I've heard it. Campus is really nice, though.
Beautiful campus. The illustrious, as is known, the illustrious Hampton University will always be the real HU. So tell your friends. And they're blue. Like, come on. Like, this is, you see the synergy that's happening? Like,
okay, fair enough.
I love it.
Okay, I got one too.
Let's go.
How you feeling about Sunday night?
Oh, it's in the bag.
Oh,
okay.
It's funny, right? Like, I support the same team in every sport, right? Can we?
You do? Oh my God, you do! Oh wow, the symmetry is amazing.
Yeah. But I truly think, again, like it's different this season, right? They came to Baltimore week 4. We busted that ass.
Yeah.
We exposed a weakness in their system that 12 weeks, 13 weeks later, they have yet to really fix from a defensive standpoint. And we have arguably the best running back in the league, who who exposed them for 195 yards last time we played. And it's going to be
runners of the ball.
It's going to be 8 degrees in Buffalo is what they're saying. So with that looks like a lot of running. And we have 2 people that know how to run with the ball very, very well. And supposed to be MVP Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. And you don't want to hit people. From what I do know about football, I didn't play too much growing up, but hitting people, especially big people like Derrick Henry in like 8-degree weather, that hurts. You don't want to do that too much. So I see it going a lot of the same way. It's going to be a lot of, Lamar versus Josh Allen. But it's a team game at the end of the day. The Ravens have been arguably the best defensive team for the past 5 weeks, if I remember the stats correctly. And then the Bills have one of the worst run Ds in the entire league. So I just don't see it being any different.
I'm rooting for y'all. I really do want to see a rematch of Week 1. I really am rooting for y'all.
And we'll get there. We'll cross that bridge when we get there as well.
Love it. Please plug yourself and let people know where they find you and the things that you do.
Yes. I'm like most. I'm not really on Elon's app too much anymore. If I am, it's more for professional reasons. You can find me there and Instagram at _Devin Pugh. On Blue Sky, which is where I do most of my thoughts and thinking nowadays. I'm just at Devin Pugh. So come follow me.
Baltimore jumps out in your last name.
No relation. I gotta make it known every chance I get. No relation. I don't know that lady.
Oh my gosh. I appreciate you, Obi. You have a good rest of your night.
Thanks, y'all.
Thanks for jumping on, man.
Thank you so much.
Gosh. Lions for the dub. Hey, they're repping NFC North, so that's all love to them. They say go Kami's the team of the people. And then,
Also, let me address this right now before we get off of here. I know it's a lot of people mad that we acquired a Brazilian midfielder, attacking midfielder and forward. That does not mean that a Jamaican center forward is coming to NWSL. I want y'all to let that shit go.
Better not mean that.
I want y'all to let that shit go.
It means nothing.
I want y'all to let that shit go and just watch us cook. Enjoy 2 black women cooking together. That's all I'm asking for. That's all I'm asking for.
Let's go. I love that. Love that. Fucking go. All right. Truly, everybody has been fantastic. Our most dope guests. Daniel, Eugene, Devin, wowie. In the chats, just MVP. Super excited. I'm flipping through, trying to look up the guests for the next week's show. We got our city fan, Selma. Oh, shout out to her. Most dope person. That's her first time on. John Tolbert, he's coming back. He is a Madridista. And then Kathleen Gier.
Yeah, homie!
The aim is to try to get Tom Baum to celebrate at least one guest every week. And I feel like I've nailed it for like 3 or 4 straight weeks. So I'm doing good. All right. Well, we will be back soon. We record a Patreon episode with Courtney Stith tomorrow. We have some match previews for the Manchester Women's Derby this weekend also that will be recorded. Tons of things going on our Patreon for $6 a month. You can get some beautiful content. We'll let the first 15 minutes out for you so you can hear it and be like, nah, that shit is fire. Here's some. I just won't go get coffee one day a month. That's all you gotta do. Just not get coffee. I mean, as tough as that is, I understand, but also bless you. We will see you all soon. Rate, review, all those other things for the people listening. Post. We appreciate you. You know the vibes. Shady gang, shady gang, shady gang.